Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. A contest in the West will see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building. And with that win, they evened up the season series at 1 apiece, giving them a chance to pull ahead right here.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Z-Bo and Marc Gasol are up front. Carter is out there with Conley, and it's Allen in at the 3 spot.
Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
Carter hits them both. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
It's kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
And here's Randolph following the 3 from Makopa. Gasol kicks to Carter. No luck. Excellent D there from the Cobra. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 9 points for the Cobra.
And you know, the Grizzlies got swept in the Western Conference Finals back in 2013 because the Spurs just packed it in defensively. And I really think that was the impetus for the Grizzlies looking to try to play a more wide-open style. You know, even though that season in 2013 was, as a whole, the best ever for the franchise, it did expose their weaknesses and gave them something to work on.
Now Pekovic, after the missed 3 from the Cobra. Another shot. Puts up the baby hook. Offensive rebound. And it's Pekovic missing.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Conley gets the bucket.
And last season, it took the Grizzlies some time to get going. A new head coach, the injury to Marc Gasol, but they added some shooting and athleticism on their wings and really rallied stronger towards the end of the year.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 7. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I don't think they enjoyed watching the tape of that loss because there's no question they were the better team going into it, and yet they got completely crushed.
I'm actually still trying to figure out what happened there, Steve. No matter how it looks on paper, you've still got to show up, lace up, and play. It looked like they just weren't interested in being there.
Here's Allen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Allen's got his first points of the game.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And here is Conley after the 3-pointer from Makopa. Conley kicks to Gasol. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Here's the Cobra. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Conley. Pass to Carter. There's the dish to Gasol. And he gets it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to the Cobra. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Big group substitution. Here's Neal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the pass to Martin. to the left wing. Here's Wiggins, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. But Timberwolves on top. They lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Getting ready to start up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Z-Bo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley out there with Carter. And it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Rubio. You talk about players who either love or hate contact. Randolph, I think, is in his element. Clark leaning on people. He likes to feel other bodies.
Yeah, they love Z-Bo, they call him, don't they? He can get busy. Boy, I love watching him go to work. You know, he likes to be in the middle of contact. He gets to the rim. Whenever you lose contact, if you're guarding him, he's not the most explosive guy, but it just points out that you can be highly skilled and a really good basketball player and not be off-the-charts athlete.
He wears on his opponent.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of attrition.
I think he created that phrase, what was it, grit and grind? Grit and grind for the Grizzlies?
You're right.
And that's how he plays.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley kicks to Carter. And he slams it one-handed. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Rubio outside from deep three-point range. The Grizzlies pull it in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. And as teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter, too, Doris. Thanks.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now here is Conley. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers. Missed inside. Timberwolves leading by 8. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And Pekovic throws it down.
Out that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. And that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Minnesota making some changes. Young comes in for Gorgui Dieng, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Butler.
And you look at the long list of improvement for the Target Center. New lobbies, new box office, renovated locker rooms, new clubs and gathering areas. Seems like they're getting great bang for their buck.
The shot is good from the Cobra.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley kicks to Gasol. Back to Conley. Out to Carter. Launches it. And again, Memphis no good. And guys, it can be tough to see teams pressuring cities for new arenas. Nice that the Timberwolves can stay put and still get those improvements.
Absolutely, Kevin. You know this building is good bones, a great